So during this video, I had my thumb over the microphone on the GoPro, and I didn't realize it until after we shot all this video. So I'm gonna have to do a voiceover. So just bear with us. Here I'm just kind of explaining what we are doing. We've already finished welded the bed. We've got to just do some details and go back and around and fix some things. We've already got one coat of primer and one coat of paint on. And here you can tell we had our latch set up and it was actually welded in the wrong spot, but we just had it tacked on, so we took that off. Here, just showing where we've got our first coat of paint on, and we're just gonna go over it with a in-between coat pad. And we did not paint the floors. We just put one coat of paint on the floors. This is an area that usually gets scraped or scratched off the first week that the truck is in use because of all the dirt that slides in and out. So we'll just put one coat of paint there. This first coat was put on just fast because we just wanted to get something on the metal to seal it. And we are going to come back and sand everything down before the final coat. Here you can see that we've got this bar. This is going to allow us to tie tarps down. On the top here where these pieces of metal stick up, they are 1/4 inch thick. And we put a 1x6, like a decking board here on top. And that allows to protect the top rail there, that if the board was to get hit, it can just bend in or bend out, and we will hold that board up about 1/2 inch off of the top rail. And this will just save it if, you know, a tractor bucket was to touch the top board or not. Here on the part that's going over the cab, this is something new that we've done. We like to store our backpack blowers or wheelbarrows up here, so we keep this area with this round bar sort of as a cage that we can tie onto. This area here is cut out, so we have our wheelbarrow that can go up here, and the handles will actually face forward and stick through that hole. And we'll get a shot of this when the truck is finished all set up for you. But with these bars here, it allows us to stick, you know, like a blower up there, and then we can take some rope or a strap and tie it down, and we don't have to worry about it falling off. There you can see our shovel pocket. This is an area that we just put all our shovels in and our rakes, and this is just using space that typically is wasted on a bed. And then across the front there, we're going to put either some diamond plate or just a piece of expanded metal so that the shovels go down there and they won't hit the cab of the truck. And when it's all done, we'll get a shot of this to show everyone. So up here, I'm just making sure that this gap was cleaned out. This metal is just sort of tacked in and welded. What we like to do is we stitch weld everything in, and then we'll come back with this 3M sealant and we will caulk all of the joints. Okay, so here we are, and we're taking this 3M seam sealer and running along and sealing all these joints. We've used this stuff before, and we've got trucks that are 10 years old, and this seam sealer is still flexible, the paint's still stuck to it, it's not delaminating. We've tried it both ways, by putting it on bare metal or by putting it on painted metal. And what we do like is if you put it on painted metal, if the paint on top chips off, there's the paint underneath since it is clear. You can see here we just cut the tube, and let's get down here, and you can see it's just real easy. It goes right over the welds, and you don't even have to come back and smooth this out. It goes on really nice. And when you get to a weld, you just kind of go over the weld and it seals it up. here I am just sealing all the panels. That C channel is set so that the flat sheet of steel is sitting on top of that bottom lip of the C. So we want to seal that up. This prevents, whenever it rains, no water is going to, work its way into any of the crevices and start rusting and maybe drip on the cab of the truck. We want to make sure that everything's sealed really good so that we don't have any rust stains on our truck. So you're taking this out. It didn't turn out as good as what I was hoping. Because by the time I got back over there, it was like, it had already started to tack up. Okay, so here I'm going to show you where our bed doors latch. We've just got a piece of flat bar welded on this edge, and we just drill out, I think they are 1/2 inch holes. We've got this little divider here so that the one door, goes up against it, and we have this latch on the top that holds it. And here you can tell we just ordered these pins off of Amazon. These little spring-loaded pins. We drill the hole and then it just pops in nice and easy. And this is where the other door, we had this top latch and we had to just readjust it, so that's why you can see the welding there over the new paint. Thanks for watching the video. If you've got any questions, let us know. Subscribe to our channel.